ones, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing our monthly reading for the month of May. So we're going to be taking a look at the general aspects of what to expect in your life in the month of May, as well as taking a slight deep dive into your love life or relationships, career and finances, and spiritual and personal growth. So we have 3 different groups to choose from today. We have group 1 with this pink and black heart, group 2 with this purple and blue heart, and group 3 with this gray and white heart. So take a look at these groups to see which one is calling out to you. And while you are here, I do have a song cover channel that I have linked in my description. So if you're interested to check it out, it would really mean the world to me. And also check out my other tarot reading videos. I am doing a series on my channel where I take the 31 songs from Taylor Swift's new album and do a tarot reading on the topic of each of the songs. So I already have 2 of the videos up based on the alchemy as well as Fortnite. So do check them out if you're a Swiftie and you're interested in tarot readings as well. But without further ado, once you are ready and you've picked your piles, I have the time stamped down in the descriptions and I will see you there. Hey group 1s, if you have chosen the black and pink heart, this is going to be your reading all about what's going to happen in the month of May. So we are first going to start out with your oracle card to see the general theme of the month and what you're going to be focused on. And so we're going to start out with your first oracle card, and it says growth, I can't talk today. Self-help, personal development. So I feel like the month of May is going to be very significant in terms of your personal growth. You could be learning something new, or you could be leading or forging a new path for yourself, leading others. And this is going to bring you down a very big character development and take you down a journey that is going to be quite significant for you in your lifetime. So let's see what other cards we have for you guys. You guys also have the Water Oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. So I do see that with the month of May, you're going to be called to do something, or you might be inspired to take a lot of actions or make quite a bit of changes in your life. And I don't think that these actions are a consequence of anything that you've been through. I feel like these inspired actions will just come out of the blue. You might have a dream about it, or you might be doing your day-to-day tasks and something just crosses your mind, something that makes you want to take a leap of faith and try something new and start and embark on a new journey. And the reason why this is happening is because in the month of May, you will be tapped into the source and the universe. And so spiritually, you will be in a zone where you are going to get all these creative inputs, and you are going to be sort of the conduit and the outlet for all this creative energy that is around in the universe. And so you are being led and guided to take these actions because it is in alignment with you. These creations are in alignment with you, and that is why you're able to tap into it. All right, and then your next card, you have the bear and Sita with leadership. So again, I feel like you're being called to lead and forge a path. I feel that, with bears, they're quite magnificent creatures. People don't really mess with bears. And I think that bears just pretty much, they keep to themselves. They know how to get around in the jungle. They know how to take care of themselves. They know how to hunt for themselves. And they're also creatures that really care about their family, and they know how to, I always imagine like mother bears just leading her cubs to safety. So I feel that you will be able to forge a path for your loved ones, your friends, your family. You will be able to lead the people you care about in a way and inspire them and bring them to sort of safety or bring them to a place that is going to be much better for them in the month of May. And this is what the creative inspiration is going to be leading you to do as well. You're going to take action towards a brighter, better future for yourself and your friends and family. All right. And then your next card you have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So if you have been doubting yourself, or if the inspiration comes and it is a resurgence of something that you've done before, something that maybe might not have taken off or taken root the first few times you've tried it, Spirit is saying not to overthink it. You get these inspiration and you get these reminders to take these same actions over and over again for a reason. And the reason is because it is your true north. The compass, no matter how much you shake it and spin it, will always point to true north. No matter how much it turns, it's going to go back to north every single time. And in the same essence, you might try many different things, many different ways. You might try to forge many different paths, but you will always come back to your true north. There will always be this one thing that you come back to, that you're always passionate about, that you're inspired by. And no matter how many times you've tried and you failed, you come back to it. And that is how you know that there's something that's meant for you. That's your soul calling. That is your true north. And in the month of May, I think you're going to be actually realizing it and embracing it for what it is. You are going to take a look at the inspiration and finally realize that that's what you're meant to do on this earth. That's who you're meant to become. And you're finally going to take action upon the passion and your true north. And yeah, it's going to be life-changing for you. You're taking that first step into creating a whole new reality and whole new life for yourself. Group number 1. And then your last oracle card, you guys have the Libyan gold tektite. So this stone, it reminds me a lot of the sun energy because of how bright, vibrant and golden it is. But it also reminds me of the Cancer season. So people with Cancer signs could be significant, or Cancer season, which is like mid June to like first few weeks of July, could be very significant time for you as well. It could be that whatever you are starting in May is finally really going to take root and take off in June. So you might not necessarily see the results of what you are starting and embarking on this coming month. However, you are going to be seeing plenty of results, and you're going to be seeing that what you're doing is the right path for you. The results will start coming in the month of June. So Spirit is saying that for at least like a month and a half, to continue to persevere, even if you don't see any kind of results, any kind of validation that you're on the right path. You have to trust yourself. You have to really believe in your own instinct and know that you're being guided down the right path. All right, so now let's take a look at some tea leaf cards to see any other themes or general messages that are coming towards you in the month of May. So let's see, that's gonna come out. Ooh, okay, let's take these cards. I'm gonna take one more. There we go. So let's take a look at what you guys have. You have fly with a period of ill health, depression. So it is telling me that you do need to take good care of yourself in this month. You might be embarking on a new journey, but that does not mean that you kind of neglect your health, right, and your well-being. Starting a new journey or embarking on a new activity, putting a new anything into your life means you need to kind of relocate and move the blocks around so that that piece fits nicely into your life. If you don't try to sort of organize your life or recategorize the different ways you do things, what's going to happen is that new habit is going to come in, but you might lose track of your old habits or things that used to spark joy for you, and that's not really a healthy way to live. So instead of really diving head in head first into this new activity, Spirit is also encouraging you to ease into it and not really just change your entire routine and forget about your health or stress yourself out too much, stretch yourself too thin in order to fit all these new inspiration in. That's an unhealthy way of going about and doing things, and that is going to bring burnout, right? It's going to cause you to burn out. It's going to cause you to give up on it because you're not doing it sustainably. So focus on your health so that you are able to embark on this journey in a very sustainable way. Next, you guys have chair filled, and this says someone new is entering your life. So you could be meeting somebody significant if you are looking for love, relationship, even just to, embark on a new career kind of relationship. You could be meeting somebody who is going to be significant for you in your life. You have a nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So I can see that whatever you're benefiting from in the month of May, you're going to have the benefit be for your family as well. You have dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So this card is pretty straightforward. I feel like this card is also talking about the chair filled. So the new person that could be entering your life could be a dark woman, or you could be starting a significant relationship with a dark hair, dark skinned woman. Firecracker, excitement. So May is going to be an exciting time for you. I do see that you will be venturing out on your new adventures and journeys. So that is going to be exciting. You have carriage, a journey either physical or mental. Like we were saying, we are going to embark on a new journey. This carriage also reminds me of the chariot energy. So you do need a balance of the masculine and feminine, receiving and giving, right, to move the carriage forward. If your masculine and feminine are going towards the same direction and you're putting the energy in the same direction, then you do know that you're going to make great progress and great strive forward. And then you have barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So I feel like this is the energy that you are going to be ending April with and starting May. So this barrel energy is really going to sort of embark. It's going to be the catalyst that makes you embark on this journey to development, this journey of growth, right? Like the first card that I was talking about. So feeling lack is not always a bad thing, because when you feel lack, you finally have the time to introspect and think about what it is that you actually want in your life. And that is where new inspiration is going to come from, group ones. All right, so that is the general theme of the month of May. A lot of development and growth and starting a new soul purposeful journey. So now we are going to take a look at some tarot cards. So we're going to draw 2 cards each for your love life, 2 cards for your career and finances. Let's see. So 2 card spirits for group 1's career and finances. Oh, 3 wanted to drop. All right, we'll take that. And 2 cards for spiritual and personal growth. So we have 1. And let's do 1 more over there. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the specific themes for the month of May now. So for your love and relationship, you guys have the 3 of Swords and Page of Swords. I think when it comes to relationship, it is very important for you right now to reflect upon it and kind of, I feel like you might not necessarily be in the best mental space for relationships right now. And I don't think this is in any way a reflection of how the people are in your life. Like, it's not because of the people around you that you're not in a good mental space. when it comes to relationship. The reason why you feel like your relationship is struggling, or you might not be feeling the excitement or love in the relationship, is because you're kind of stuck in your own head. You are holding on to very negative thoughts and unhealthy thoughts and emotions that is going to hurt you. And the thing is, you're not really realizing that. So in the month of May, it is very, very important to do self reflection. Anytime you are dealing with a negative energy in a relationship, take your time, step away from the moment, step away from the situation, and do critical thinking and reflection to see whether it's on your end, right? If it's some kind of inner wound that you're dealing with, or even just imbalances in your emotion. Like, for example, if you don't take good care of your health, your physical health starts to um, decline, and you have things like headaches, and your body might be aching. And so when people tell you something that might not necessarily be the best thing for you to hear, your first reaction or your reaction to it could be much more negative than it needs to be, because you're just physically and mentally not in a very healthy space. So it's not necessarily the other person's fault, or it's not other people causing that pain towards you, but instead you're kind of causing your own pain. So it is really important, group ones, to be in a reflection mode instead of action mode in terms of your relationships when it, yeah, in the month of May. So next, we are going to take a look at your career and finances. So you guys have the Two of Coins. You guys have the King of Coins. Ooh, very nice. And the Seven of Wands. So these are pretty good cards to come out for a career and finances. I think when it comes to your work and finances, you are stepping into that leadership position. I think this general energy that we read at the start is definitely going to be focused on your career, simply because of these King of Coins. This really, to me, talks about leadership when it comes to workplace. And you will be able to juggle this new responsibility and also stand up for yourself and really prove your worth. The Seven of Wands sometimes, to me, give leadership energy. So it is really in line with everything that we've read with the oracle cards so far. So when it comes to your work and finances, May is going to be a great month for you, where you will see things like bonuses coming in. You will be stepping into a whole new responsibility. You might be even starting a whole side career, a side venture, finally tapping into that creative sphere that is outside of your your typical job. With the Two of Coins, I see that you'll finally master juggling these two things together and making them come into unison, so that you are going to be in your power of abundance and stability, and you are going to be able to build a legacy for yourself and your family moving forward. So yeah, emotionally, kind of a tumultuous time, but at least you know that you're doing great when it comes to your career and finances. All right, now let's take a look. I dropped these two cards, so let's pick it up. Okay, so okay, so your physical and spiritual growth, you have the Star and the Eight of Cups. So with these two cards, what I'm really getting is May is going to be cleansing for you. It's like the cleansing rain that washes away anything, like all the debris, all the dirt, right? That is not necessary for you in your life. And then the rain clears, the sky clears after a heavy rain, and you finally see the star, the bright star in the sky. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting in terms of your spiritual and personal growth. I think based on the relationship aspect, or you just being in your own head when it comes to your relationship, I think you'll be doing a lot of introspection because of that. And when you introspect, you are able to identify and weed out the, I guess, things about you, mental beliefs I said it in such a weird way, but yeah, just beliefs that you have in your head, things that are in your mind that are not necessarily healthy for you, you will be able to recognize what it is that is no longer serving you and walk away from that so that you are able to build this new hope and this new light. And have your wishes, new wishes come true spiritually. So I think overall, your month of May is going to be really exciting with a whole new growth coming in. You're going to see a lot of successes in your career and you're going to learn a lot about yourself because you're given opportunities to introspect and really think about how it is that you're letting your choices, right? Your mental choices, your physical choices affect your life. And by recognizing all these things, you'll be able to weed it out. And yeah, that is such a great realization to have because you can now carry that energy forward and bring it into different parts and aspects of your life. Group number one. So that is the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. And it would really mean the world to me if you could leave a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. It really keeps me going. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi Group 2s, if you have chosen the blue and purple heart, this is going to be your reading about what to expect and what is coming towards you in the month of May. So we're going to first start out with your oracle card to have a general idea of what to expect in your life. So first, you guys have winter, December, January, and February. So I feel like this card is saying it doesn't really tell us much. I feel that maybe something significant might have happened to you guys in the month, in these months or back in winter. But I'm also getting the idea that you might have to kind of step into the winter energy. I know we just came out of it, but a lot of the times we're not really aligned with the seasons anyway. Like the way that society is nowadays, like even though it's winter, it's not that we're taking time off and having breaks. We're actually striving and working hard. But when it comes to winter energy, I think Spirit is saying for you to kind of introspect and kind of hibernate and sort of store up your energy. So instead of taking outward actions or forging a path, the winter energy tells us to embrace what we already are and sort of do like a deep nurturing of yourself. Okay, and now your next oracle card. This card is always so pretty because of the river or the stream that's in here. It just looks so bright and golden, and it says follow the stream, dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. So I think right now you're being called to follow a little stream or a little path that you have in your heart. It might not necessarily be loud like a waterfall or an ocean. So it is very important that you tap into your emotion and follow that little stream to see where it's leading you, because that introspection, that ability to go inwards and follow that stream is going to be so important for you. I think in the month of May, you will be discovering the stream or one of these important streams of your life for the first time. And that discovery is going to help to bring you towards and lead you to this enormous ocean of change and a new perspective and a new world for you. So pay attention to what's changing inside of you emotionally in the month of May and follow that stream, that follow that emotion one by one. And then you guys have the badger and ginkgo with healing wounds. So I think I'm finally getting the energy of your reading now. So I feel like group 2s, you guys have been working a little too hard. Like you guys have been on the go, not really taking a break, and you haven't really sat down to realize the amount of damage you've done to yourself and maybe even to other people around you. You know, in your path for success, in you blazing a trail, you might have burned a few bridges, and this is now the time for you to have that reflection, to mend some wounds or to heal some wounds that could have happened along the way of you embarking on your journey, because we're not perfect. Even when we're following our deepest desires, our soul purpose, sometimes we say the wrong things or do the wrong things, and we hurt people and ourselves without even knowing it. So it is really important for you to take a step back and again follow that stream, go into yourself and figure out, like, are there any kind of relationships that I need to fix? Is there anything that I need to heal before I transcend to the next level of myself? All right, so month of May, a lot of reflecting going on. And then you guys have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So I feel like this card is kind of reminding me of, yeah, like you've been hiding behind your sword. You've been trying to cut down the blockages in your way so much that you're swinging a little bit too brashly, uncontrollably, and it might have hurt yourself and some people along the way. So, um, you know, also do a little bit of a reflection and ask yourself, whatever it is that you were aiming for, whatever journey you were trying to embark on, is that your deepest, truest calling? Is that your true north? Or are you just pushing and sort of bulldozing your way through it because you think that's what is required of you? That's what society is wanting of you, right? Because when we're forcing down the wrong path, it could be very detrimental, not just to ourselves, but to the people who have to be around us, to support us, and who have to observe us. We're not doing any good for anybody in the world when we are going down the wrong path. And so that moment of introspection and taking a pause and really recalibrating yourself, regathering your energy is going to be very important for you in the month of May. And honestly, right before I did your reading group 2, I actually didn't want to continue filming this video today, even though I have quite a bit of time before I need to get on with my day, simply because the energy I just felt so exhausted. Like, I just wanted to take a break, which is kind of weird because I just finished group 1, and all of a sudden, like, just starting on your group, I was like, "Ugh, I don't know if I want to do it." But yeah, like, I took like 5 to 10 minutes break, and then I regathered my strength, had a drink of water, and then came back to this filming. So I think it is a reflection of your energy as well. I think the month of May, you guys really need to recalibrate and relax and really go into yourself, take a breather, catch a breath, because it's going to be really important for you that you do that so that you are able to continue on with the rest of the year. And then for your last oracle card, you guys have the Tektite. And I think this is like a meteor or like a space glass or space crystal. And this is what it says. You guys can pause the video if you want to read what it's saying. But the main message that I'm getting from this card is that you are in need of raising your vibration. And the reason why you need this is because you might have been doing too many things that are bringing your vibrations down. And our vibrations fluctuate. We don't always have it up, we don't always have it down, but sometimes vibrations can go down without us even realizing it, because you could be doing the same day-to-day routine, not really changing anything, but your mentality could have shifted, right? Your mental health could have shifted, your physical health could have shifted, and that is going to shift your vibrations as well, because you are not being cognizant of your vibration, you're not being intentional with the kind of vibration you're setting. So really having the time to introspect and bring your energy in towards yourself, it's going to give you that momentum to raise your vibration to a whole new level. And raising your vibration is also very tied with your emotions. So if you're feeling drained, if you're not really feeling very positive, if everything is kind of getting on your nerve, taking you off, or you just feel kind of blah about everything that you're going through in life, that is a very strong indicator that it is time for you to harness your energy inwards and really just dedicate that love and time and energy for yourself, because you're in need of that. I think you've been expending so much outwards that you're not really giving enough inwards. And so spirit is saying time to change that, or you're gonna have a burnout, or it's not gonna be very easy moving forward, because I feel like great things are coming to you, group number 2. So you really need to be prepared for all these great opportunities that are going to come in your way, because when the opportunities come and you're not physically able to harness all these new energy and opportunities, then they're just gonna circle past you and come back in a different time, but you miss what you could have right now. All right, so let's take a look at the tea leaf cards that dropped for you. So first, you guys have door opportunities are waiting for you. Like I was saying, you have opportunities coming up, so make sure you're taking care of yourself so you're not missing out on it. You have horse with short journey. So I think that this little time of stagnation and healing is not going to be a long one. You wouldn't have to be in this energy for a very long time. So the faster you start it, the faster you're going to get out of it. It's going to be a short journey, but you do have to take time and the intention to actually start on this journey. You guys have dragon. Beware of self-delusion. So are you lying to yourself? Are you telling yourself that you're okay and that you can do it and that you can take on a whole new responsibility, or you can do more and more and more, but actually you're in need of rest and actually you're getting burned out? Another thing about dragon is that we're in the year of the dragon, and dragons are lucky creatures. So I also see that great luck is coming towards you guys in that dragon energy. You guys have wall with misunderstanding. I feel like this is a misunderstanding that you have with yourself. You're not really seeing the signs that your spirit is trying to tell you, that your heart is trying to tell you. So you need to have better, clearer communication with yourself. And you guys have tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So there could be a situation that calls for you to take a chance in the month of May, or even taking a chance on yourself could be significant too. And then you guys have February, and I think so. Okay, February reminds me of number 2. So you could be coming into union with your higher self. It talks about duality. It talks about the yin and yang energy, but February is also a confirmation of the winter time. So I think of February as the deepest, darkest winter, yet it is so close to the sunshine. February is when winter is coming to an end, so that's when it's like the harshest. You're kind of just sick of it. It's no longer fun. It's no longer Christmassy. It's no longer Santa Claus and snowflakes and snow angels. It is, why is this freaking 10 degrees at 5 a.m. and I need to get to work? Everybody is over the holidays, so you're like having to hustle, but yet it's cold and freezing outside. So yeah, like February is a harsh, strong energy, right? But it is also pretty short. It is the shortest month of the year. And so even though you're going through this time right now where you're just burnt out and you're sick of it, and you're just over it, Spirit is letting you know that it's going to be over soon. Like, it's going to be a short moment of you having to introspect and having to really just take care of yourself and nurture your energy back once again. And the flowers are going to start to bloom anytime now. it's just a little bit more that you have to be in this energy for. So I think that's wonderful news. I think clearing your energy is always a fun time. Think of self-care. Think of actual healthy self-care where you're not spending thousands of dollars, but actually spending time with yourself. Something like that will be very important and very beneficial for you in the month of May. So make sure you are practicing some sort of self-love, self-care, taking things slowly and not just trying to hit goals and accomplishments one after another. All right, so now we're going to take a deeper look into your different categories of your life. So we're going to first take 2 cards to take a look at your love and relationship. There we go. And then let's take 2 cards to see your career and finances. Let's see, for group number 2, can we have 2 cards for their career and finances? Oh, wow. Okay, so another group with 3 cards for that. Oh, okay, 4 cards. I was wrong. All right, and then can we take a look at their, oh, there we go, spiritual and personal growth. All right, so we have all the cards that we need. And now we're going to first take a look at your love and relationship to see what's coming up for you. So, okay, you have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So I feel like starting the month off, you're going to, there's something that you would have probably, I wouldn't say walk away from, but there's a situation in your love and relationship that you're kind of missing the bigger picture on. You're kind of looking at things going, or okay, so like in a relationship, sometimes you tend to, we tend to focus a lot on the negative, right? Like if our partner is doing one annoying thing, you kind of harp on it and that's all you focus on. While they could be doing like 10 wonderful, nice things and you wouldn't see it because you're just harping on the negative. So I think in May, you're finally going to have that click and that perspective change where you're like, hang on. I'm just focusing a lot on the negative. I'm focusing on what I don't have, what I could have, instead of appreciating what I do have, the qualities and the relationship and the love that I do have in my life. So it's really important for you to take a look at that, like, and be grateful for what you could experience because of all these relationships supporting you in your life. I also saw 1616 as I was saying that, so that could be a confirmation for you. And with the 10 of Cups, I think that realization is going to bring even more of that wonderful, good feelings into your life, group number 2. So when you focus on the positive, you attract more positive things to you. That is a mantra that we all need to kind of remember because we forget from time to time. When you focus on the good, you attract more of it. Okay? So focus on the good, positive things in your relationship so that you can have more of it come into your life, because who wouldn't want that? Relationships are hard as it is. So don't make it harder by thinking of all the ways it could be better. Okay, so now let's look at your career because you guys have so many cards that came out for your career. You first have the 8 of Swords. Okay, let's see. Maybe you feel like you're kind of stagnant in your career. There's no movement going on. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So something is changing and turning in terms of your career and finances. Maybe that stagnation energy, that trapped energy, that energy of feeling blocked and that you can't really do anything or pursue anything moving forward is finally, the wheels are finally turning. So it's finally like moving and going into motion. And then you have Queen of Wands. So I see that you will be encouraged, or because of that movement, because you finally get over the blockade in your mind when it comes to your career and finances, you're finally going to be inspired to take action, passionate action, and you're going to have a lot of confidence in pursuing your next career path. I don't think that you're changing jobs or anything. I think it's just that you'll find newfound inspiration and momentum and motivation to walk on in your career path. And you guys have Three of Cups, so I see that there's going to be a lot of celebration. If you work with a group of people, I see that you guys might be going out to hang out, have a drink, just a lot of friendships being born through your career path or through your finances. You're going to make really good connections, very wholesome connections, and you're going to have a fun time. Relationship wise in your career, you guys are going to have a great time this coming month. And then for your spiritual and personal growth, you guys have the Magician and Four of Wands. So this is a realization for you that I think when it comes to your spiritual and personal growth, you guys are going to realize that you are able to create and manifest anything you want in your life. You are going to harness this newfound energy. And I think it's going to come from, healing and realizing that the things that you've been through and how strong you actually are, that you realize your true power of creation. And you're going to start building a solid, stable foundation. You're going to go through a gateway that is going to lead you to happiness, strong relationships, stable relationships with yourself, your spiritual team, your higher self. You're going to have a stronger connection with them, and they're going to guide you and teach you how to manifest quicker and get rid of the self-doubts in your head. So I feel that is what's going to happen for you guys in terms of your spiritual and personal growth in the month of May. And that is all the reading that I have for you guys today, group number 2. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I really wish you all the best with your healing. I hope that whatever that is blocking you, whatever that is weighing you down, stressing you out, that you're able to really reflect and get through it, because your spiritual team and your spirit guides are just there with you every step of the way. So you got this. And it will also mean the world to me if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group 3s, those who have chosen the gray and white heart. This is going to be your reading for May, what to expect, and we are going to dive into your 3 categories as well. So we're going to first start out with your oracle cards to see the general theme of the month and what Spirit of the Universe wants you to take better notice of. So you guys actually have 2 of these oracle cards come out. So first, you have third party, affair, cheating, workaholic, family issues. All right. Do not worry. We are going to get more details about that card. And then you have relax, downtime, self-care, take a break. Okay. So straight away, the energy that I am getting for you guys is that your third party card, it's giving me the vibe that you guys are kind of overworking yourself. So there are entities or people outside of yourself that are draining your energy. So that's where the third party energy is coming from. So there's, a third being outside of you and your higher self that is kind of being detrimental to your connection and your energy to source. And you are being called to do more relaxation, do more self-care, and to take a break from all of these third parties that are tapping into your energy and becoming energy vampires. Your next oracle card, you guys have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So have you been working really hard to achieve a certain goal? Sometimes we chase after the goal so much, we keep hustling and doing whatever we can to hit objectives and goal that we kind of grasp onto it too tightly, and we forget to take care of ourselves. I know that I am definitely one of those people who forget self-care, and then I get burned out, and then I take a much longer break than I would have taken if I just spent some time taking care of myself. I kind of feel like this group is also for me, but yeah, you are being encouraged to prioritize self-care in the month of May. it's not saying that you should stop pursuing or doing what you're doing, but I think right now, the way that you're pursuing your dream is kind of a little overboard. You are stressing yourself out too much. You are caring too much about everybody else except yourself, and you need to bring that energy back in. This is also quite similar to the other group that we had as well. So I feel like maybe in general, since we are coming to the middle of the year, everybody is kind of like, oh, I need to, keep pushing harder because half a year is gone and I'm still not too close to achieving my dreams. So if you are in that mindset, you just need to trust your path. Like, you need to remember that whatever path that you're being put on, when you have faith, you don't have to force it too much. You don't have to try too hard. That goes into imbalance and like taking you out of the zone. So, like, if you know that your dreams and the goals that you have in your mind, the things that you are working so hard towards, it's going to happen anyway. Would you then have more time to prioritize self-care? Would you then have more time to tell yourself, okay, this is going to happen anyway, so I'm just going to embody the energy of already having done it, already having achieved it? What would that future me do? Would they still be working as hard, or will they take it easy and, like, focus on things that are also important to my future self? So that is a question that you need to ask yourself, and you just need to have faith that you're going to be fully supported. You are fully supported in your journey. And then you guys have the bobcat and blackthorn with patience. So again, you might be really pushing yourself and working extra hard because you're not able to see the results that you're working on. And so Spirit is reminding you to have patience. Keep working towards your goal. Like, don't give up on it. Don't just completely not take action at all. But also have faith and have patience that your goals are going to be achieved. You are going to get there. I'm also seeing with the colors and the bobcat, to me, cats are very mystical, intuitive creatures. And so you're being called to really go inwards and get connected to your intuition again, connected to spirituality again. I feel like you guys are a group that you are not new to spirituality. You probably are quite spiritual people. However, there are times where we kind of fall off the bandwagon because we're just a little too distracted and busy with our day-to-day tasks. So tap into your intuition, do self-care, maybe meditation or journaling that is going to bring you inwards and focus your energy inwards so that you don't get burned out. Next, you have planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, soul team. So you are being fully supported by the team, your soul tribe that is surrounding you. You have that inner calling. You need to trust and have faith. I really think that in May, you kind of need to let go of having so much control over your life and really just embrace having faith. There's not much to go into this card about. I feel like your message is really very specific. You've been working too hard, burning the candle on both ends, and now you're being called to focus on yourself, or you'll be forced to take a break. And that can come in many ways, like falling sick, then you have to take a break, or just being burnt out and you have no choice but to take a break. So in order to prevent that from happening, you guys really need to take May as your vacation and relaxation time and not push yourself way too hard. All right. And your last oracle card, you guys have topaz. So if you have a topaz, that could be a very important stone that you can keep around you. And this card Again, it says anyone who is burning the midnight oil, candle at both ends, bridges, or all of the above. So it really just reinforces that you need to take a break and you need to start maybe carrying a topaz around. If you have this card, just putting it wherever, you know, you can have a stand. But yeah, like you're being led by your passion, but you need to take control of that fire. Like fire is good because fire keeps you warm, gives you light, and without fire we won't be able to create so many things in our lives. But fire also destroys if you don't control it. Fire burns everything down. So you are being asked to learn to control that passion, that fire within you, so that you can use it to sustain yourself. All right, I'm gonna move this flower a little bit. Okay, so now we are going to go into some tea leaf cards to see any further messages that Spirit has for you guys. Group number 3 for the month of May. So we have quite a few coming out. Whoop! Let's do 2 more. There we go. And then, oh, there we go. Okay, I love when cards just pop out like that. And I feel like out of all the decks that I have, the tea leaf cards love to do that the most. So let's take a look at the cards that you guys got. First card you have is Bet. Take care, enemies are working against you. So I am really just called to focus on the word take care. Spirit is saying you need to take better care of yourself. I don't necessarily think that you have enemies working against you. And if you do, you already know who they are. But I feel like the enemy is yourself. So like, you know how bats, they use echolocation because they're blind and they use the sounds to like hear where they're going. I kind of feel like you're kind of blinded to who the real enemy is, which is most of the time ourselves. Because when we are able to change the way we think, the way we act, the way we plan things, we're actually better equipped to take care of ourselves. It's not really other people that are causing us harm. Most of the time, it's usually us. All right, so then the next card that you have chain of events that will affect your life. So is this going to be a good chain or a bad chain? You need to really consider that. If you make the changes that Spirit is asking you to make in the month of May, you're going to have a good chain of events. If you make if you ignore the warnings and you continue working extra hard anyway, you're not really going to have a good outcome, right? Next, you have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. So yeah, you really it's not really a good time in the month of May for you to be taking actions or making a lot of plans. I feel like if you do any of that, you're not going to really have the most productive output. So really just take your time. Just imagine yourself as out of commission for the whole month anyway, so that when you do come back to it, you will be able to make better decisions for yourself. And then you have wall with misunderstanding. So I feel like this is a warning almost. If you continue to push forward and not take care of yourself, you could start to cause misunderstandings because of the way your energy is and because of the way you're going to appear out towards other people. Because if you're uncentered, then it's going to reflect outwards as well in the way you talk to people, in the way you interact with people. So it could cause misunderstanding. So you really need to like tone it down and bring it back in, so that you are able to portray the best version of yourself in the month of May. And then you have dog, protection from a powerful friend. So to me, this is telling me that your spiritual team is looking out for you. You are being protected. You are being guided. This is why the guidance is coming to you right now. They're saying, we're looking out for you. You need to look out for yourself too. Right? Like, you don't have to worry that things are going to get too bad. You're so protected, but you need to reciprocate that protection. We can give you all the protection in the world and you not accept it. Like, if you're not accepting it, if you're not embodying it and taking charge to take care of yourself, then all our protection's just gonna be wasted, right? Like, how protected will you be if you just keep going out and looking for trouble anyway? Next, you have ear, good news. So you will have good news coming in. You just need to keep an ear out. The opportunities will come and reveal itself to you. And the last tea leaf card that you guys have is pale. Time to get out of a situation. So yeah, like, is there a situation in your mind that you think you need to end? Is there something that you're considering? This is, to me, it's going to be a very specific situation as well. Like, when this card popped out, what was the first thing that came to your mind that you know, like, okay, I need to cut that out? That is something that Spirit is calling your attention to. It is not talking about something that you're still unsure about. So there might be certain things in our lives where we definitely know what our next step should be. And then there are some things where we're like, I don't know, I still want to wait and see what happens. Yeah, it's talking about the former. So something that you definitely know you need to cut out and get out of. All right, you are definitely going to be having the courage and the energy and the momentum to get out of that situation. And that situation itself could also be you overworking. So yeah, now we're going to go into details of your 3 categories. So first, we're going to have 2 cards to take a look at your love and relationship and anything to take note of in those. So we have 2 cards for that. And then let's do 2 cards. There was one that flipped but it didn't come out. 2 cards for your career and finances. What you need to take note of, group 3. All right, we need one more. You have a lot of cards that kind of want to pop out, but it keeps going back in. And I feel like that kind of reflects on your energy too. I feel like you have sporadic energy where you get inspired, or like you're called to do something and you're like, no, not yet, I'll change my mind. So that might be you right now. And then 2 cards for your spiritual and personal growth. I feel like this card is going to come out. Okay, so let's take a look at your love and relationship first. You have the Hermit with the 5 of Wands. So this, I'm taking it as an advice card. In the month of May, you will have to do a lot of introspection. It will be better for you to keep things within yourself. I'm not saying bottle it up, but the month of May might not be the best time for you to outrightly express your emotions without thinking about it. So if something happens and it, stirs up emotions in a certain way, you're being called to take a moment to think about those feelings, construct your words and how you want to communicate those feelings towards the people, and then talk to them. Or you might have to deal with quite a bit of conflict moving forward in the relationships. So yeah, really just think about what you're going to say before you say it, so that misunderstandings and conflicts can be avoided, because the month of May is supposed to be your relaxation month. So do your best not to cause any kind of conflict. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this. Sometimes I just like to stir the pot and sort of have an argument with the people in my life just for the sake of it. And I know that I'm digging the hole deeper or putting salt on the wound, but I just can't help it. So if you ever are in that kind of similar energy, just remember this reading and just stop yourself and just tell whoever you're talking to and be like, I'm gonna just take a few moments and I'll be back. And take yourself out of that situation, center your thoughts, and then come back and continue or talk about the whatever you needed to discuss after you've thought about it. And then for your career and finances, you have 10 of Wands and 2 of Coins. I also feel like this coincides with your Oracle cards that you had, and that is just, you're just carrying a lot on your plate. You're juggling quite a bit, and that energy is going to continue on in the month of May, which is why you're being asked to make sure you learn how to prioritize self-care and taking care of yourself, because if not, this 10 of Wands is going to overburden you, and you don't want that to happen. You need to learn how to juggle. With the Two of Coins, I'm seeing that you have to learn how to juggle your finances and your career. Maybe you're learning how to better manage your money as well in the month of May, but gaining that skill to balance things, be it how you use your money or how you spend your time working, your me time versus work time, is going to be very, very helpful in you having that self-care and self-love moments in the month of May. And for your spiritual and personal growth, you have King of Coins and the Page of Wands. I feel like this kind of, to me, talks more about personal growth. I think you will be able to tame that fire that we were talking about. And with the Page of Wands, you're starting to learn how to work with the energy so that you can have the energy working for you and not against you. The Page of Wands, that passionate new start, that embarking on like a new passion project, or just something that you want to learn that's going to help you to better yourself. And what I'm seeing is that knowledge and that skill that you're learning in the month of May is going to translate to you having very good financial abundance and financial stability. I feel like you might be taking courses on how to use money, courses on investment, maybe courses on money manifestation. And that is going to become very fruitful for you moving forward. So in terms of personal growth, I think once you're able to dedicate some me time and do something for yourself, you will be able to develop a very useful skill that you're going to be able to bring with you for the rest of your life. So yeah, May is a very important month. And make sure you focus it on yourself, Group 3s. That is all the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. And I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!